What would you say is your favorite Disney song of all time?
You can't argue with part of your world as an iconic I Want song that comes out of the BMI workshop where we learned how to do our craft, and so did Alan Menken.
Yeah, for me it may be I Want to Be Like You from Jungle Book.
Bare Necessities is also, it's a staple in our house.
Yeah.
Can you play a bit?
Sure.
Well, we can play a bit of Frozen.
We can play a bit of Frozen.
That's our attempt to maybe join the Disney canon maybe one day down the line. We'll see.
I would say the Bare Necessities probably affected a little bit of the In Summer, like the Sherman Brothers, classic Disney sound. We took a page from them for the In Summer song. We're like, play the map. Yeah. The bees will buzz, kids will blow dandelion fuzz. That's very low for my voice, but no, it's...
You don't want me to join in?
Join in.
And what would you say is your favorite song from Frozen?
Well, it'd have to be Let It Go, because when we wrote that song, up until then, Elsa was kind of the antagonist of the movie, and when we wrote Let It Go, everyone started to see her point of view, and she kind of became more and more of a protagonist and a sympathetic character.
From the moment John Lasseter heard this song, he would not let anyone make a choice that was negative or scary for Elsa. Elsa, everyone had to be in Elsa's mind, and I guess we got that because we imagined being in the head of someone who had to let go of everything they ever knew, but also had this wonderful relief from finally getting to let go of all she was holding back. So we found this vamp that just seemed to represent what you'd feel like if you had had this terrible secret. And
we were able to give Idina Menzel the most vulnerable. She's such the low part of her range can be so vulnerable and tender. It just starts really low.
So we were imagining Idina Menzel. I want you to imagine this too. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. Just that devastation of I've let everything go. And then she gets this relief as she goes through this mantra of all the shame and rules she's had to live by. Do you want to go there? Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go. Just the relief you'd feel of like, let go of all those rules and just let your power out. And I think certainly as a female artist, I relate to it a lot because you do have all these rules sometimes to be nice, and I'm a mom, and you got to cook the muffins and make the costume, and
she's pretty nice. Despite
sometimes,
all that.
sometimes you got to let go of all that to dig deep and just let out your art, your craft, whatever your passion is, and let go of all the responsibilities.
What would you say is the key to kind of creating a song where just immediately toe tapping, you immediately buy into it? What kind of hook?
Well, melody is something that Disney looks for whenever they're looking at a song that we write or anybody writes for Disney, and so we're just trying to start with a strong tune, which that's sort of a part of songwriting that can't be taught. You kind of have it or you don't. And luckily
Luckily he has it. I love sitting in a room with him. We're solving where a character is. And, sometimes we'll just say, like, isolation, or we'll say, longing for connection. And we'll just, he'll noodle around, and then we'll have a hook, a language hook, and then he'll take that hook, that first time in forever, and just play on his piano, and then he finds it. And it's such an exciting moment in the room when he found. Can you just play the first time in forever? When he found just your hook. The for the first time in forever. When we found that melody, just the longing for love and the emptiness in your heart. That's like, but an optimism too. When you find like oh, that feels like it. It's such an exciting moment.
But really, the hardest work that we do is with the characters, trying to get them from point A to point B in the story. All the songs have to tell story, otherwise they don't stay in the story.